I am a successful planter from southwest of India. I live in 90s and hail from a reputed family. I had my international education and have a very good social life. I have been updated in my lifestyle and I had my purchase to my purpose. The car I selected for my purpose was serving all my needs. It was taking me around the place safely and comfortably, and it was huge enough to take my weekend shopping luggages to my home back. The car which I use is a Volvo 570 station wagon, which was one of the best being of its era. But I'm living in this era, so the best car suits for me, for my purpose, could be this one, the all-new Volvo V90 Cross Country. It has the functionality of an SUV as well as the luxury and elegance of a luxury sedan. So let me check out how practical could be this car for my purpose in the way which I live as a successful planter. So I start off from Cook and my route is around 200 plus kilometers. So around 70% of the route is narrow, twisty roads, and you'll get a better highway closer to the Bangalore. So I need a car which always need to be very stable on this twisty road and maintain my average speed. So all the 235 horses and the 480 Nm torque from this 2-litre IR Volvo engine is distributed to all the four wheels according to the requirement by sensing it. This power is distributed through an 8-speed setup gearbox, and there is an off-road mode also for this 4-wheel drive, which can be selected from the 4 different driving modes. So once you select the off-road mode, it will maintain that momentum which is needed for off-roading, and once you back to the road, when the tire senses the speed, it will automatically shift on to the previous mode, whichever it was, maybe eco, maybe comfort, or maybe dynamic as well. The first stretch of my road from my property is off-road. So once I set the off-road mode, so I could really feel the car sensing and controlling the unwanted throttle going to the different tires which is not having grip, and distributing the power to other tires which is having grip. And I was having a very effortless drive, and it could easily come out from the off-road obstacles. So once I reached this part of the road, I selected the dynamic mode, and I could really feel a sporty character on this car. The throttle response is great. The power delivery is also different from the comfort and the eco mode. So Volvo fitted air suspension on the rear and normal MacPherson on the front. So that's a very good combination of dynamics and comfort. So when you're on a straight stretch, you're getting a gliding feel which is very comfortable. And when you're hitting the corner, you're having a lot of control, which has been very balanced so that you don't have to put a lot of effort to control the car. And steering is complementing that. It's a speed sensitive steering. It's very soft when you're on a slower speed, but when you're hitting such curves, you're getting good control with hardening it. And you can also see the difference on the off-road, and it gets little hardened and it is being very precise. So it is effortless to take this car on any condition, maybe off-road or on-road. So Volvo has been successful in making the NVH level low in their new generation cars, which are seen in the XC90 and S90. Apart from that, it's having a 20-inch alloy, but the low profile is not actually killing off the comfort. It's also gliding up very well until you are getting a big pothole, and it's having little of harshness when you're overcoming that. Otherwise, it's a very refined, soft ride, and it's very comfortable when you're coming back after partying or maybe after a tiring weekend back home. So as you all may be aware, Volvo is one manufacturer who gives a lot of emphasis on the safety, and they have been pioneering a lot of safety features. Volvo is helping us to control the braking when you're closer to the car in the front, or maybe you're a bit careless. So it is partly self-braking, or if you're braking, the pressure is gone to the brake, has been improved, and you are getting a safer distance from the front car, avoiding from the collision. So another great feature of this Volvo, being a person living in this hillside, is the LED advanced headlight, which is really great when I was driving in the night with foggy condition. On the auto mode, it can really control the beams. It is sharp enough that you are able to use the light properly, and it is very safe so that you're not missing out anything on the foggy condition. Looking closer, you can see a lot of details which has been Volvo's element which is seen in the other cars, like the toss hammer, daytime running light, the grille which has got that concave feel, and in this model, which is a V90 Cross Country, to get that elegant and the SUV feel, they have made it as a studded chrome thing which is in the vertical flat, which you can see in detail, which give a very different feel for the grille when you see the car from the front. To add on to the character of this Cross Country, to give that SUV kind of feel, the car has been raised 6 cm. To compensate that, they have given a bigger wheel which is 20-inch with multi-spoke, which look really attractive. And to accommodate that space, they have given a cladding which is given on a darker color on this model. And in light color, you can see that cladding which gives that SUV kind of feel, which is a rugged feel. And coming to the side profile, it is having one of the best profiles for a station wagon, which is very known in Volvo cars, and you can see the proportion is very different. And when you come to the rear portion, earlier it was a straight line which is seen in the 760 station wagon, whereas now it is a very slanting proportion which gives a very sporty character. And you can see that tail light has given a different character, which is a mix of S90 and XC90 to give that cross country feel. To give that off-road kind of feel, there's a roof railing which is given a brushed aluminum finish, and attention to detail on the rear spoiler and badging is very evident all over in the car. It's a Volvo, so it has to be functional. We have seen this interior is S90, which speaks out the design philosophy of the Volvo's new interior. But in V90 Cross, it has been very functional. The color combination is one evident. So when you use it in multiple conditions, there is chance to get dirt. So they have avoided the beige color. Instead, they bring out this color. It's the most common color in interior for Volvo, and a couple of other colors, which is black and brown. So on practical note, if you are taking the car off-road, you are not dirtying your inside with a beige interior. Apart from that, there is a lot of black being added, so it's again protect you getting from dirt and destroying the interior. Coming on to the practicality, the ergonomics of this interior is well appointed, which we have seen in S90 and even in XC90. So Volvo has placed a vertical touchscreen, which they claim is very common to us with our smartphone, and the touch functions very well. Steering wheel is optimum size. It's a 3-spoke steering with multifunction. Everything is on finger reach, so it is very easy to use. There's a head-up display for the driver, which give out the speed and even the warning signal when you approach the car very close. Volvo are known for making one of the best seats in the cars. They consult with a lot of orthopedic surgeons to design their seat, which give a lot of support for your back, thigh, and the best part I've seen is the headrest support, which most of the brand lack in the right position. Being a station wagon with the body style, it's having a huge boot. The attractive thing is that the boot tray also closes according to the tailgate movement. Box and Wilson sound system in Volvo is one of the best in the business. It has got different settings and you can really enjoy your favorite music. The build quality and the fit and finish are top notch, which can easily compete with the German rivals. So being in this category of society, I think this is the right bet of a car. It has got the functionality of an SUV, it has been generous in space, it's been comfortable, and it's got all the bells and whistles of a luxury car, and look great, so that you are welcomed in style when you are reaching a good crowd.